Good morning, Year 4, and welcome to your reading on Friday, the 4th of February, Vendredi le 4 février. So we're going to comprehend today, so to make sure we can answer a range of mixed questions from a text. To do this, we will be able to read the text carefully, apply a range of reading skills, and check and edit your answers. Okay, and it's really important that you are checking and editing and making sure you get your answers correctly. Okay, really look at the text. Right, so the text is on Minibeasts, so it links nicely into our science. Minibeasts are a group of animals that are all invertebrates. This is a term for animals that do not have a backbone. Minibeasts can be found in many contrasting environments. They are able to survive and thrive in places that other animals wouldn't be able to, such as in tiny cracks in walls and within the soil beneath our feet. In the United Kingdom, there are well over 30,000 different species of minibeast, such as stag beetles, caterpillars, and snails. The appearance of minibeasts can vary greatly. Some species, like ladybirds, are able to open their shells to release wings, allowing them to fly. Other species, such as earthworms, are able to generate slime, which allows them to move easily underground. There are also species like caterpillars and millipedes that have elongated bodies and a large number of legs. Some are coloured to allow them to easily hide on leaves and branches. In the garden. Gardens hold a dizzying array of mini-beasts. Honeybees and bumblebees are often found in the vicinity of flowering plants. They are incredibly important to the life of the garden as they collect pollen to make honey, and by hopping from flower to flower, they transfer the pollen to the parts of the plant needed for more flowers and plants to grow. This is known as pollination. Vicinity, by the way, just means in the area of, so where the flowering plants are, okay? Mini beasts need the right conditions in which to thrive. So thriving means they can really grow well. If a garden or park has a hedge skirting round it, you might be lucky enough to find a stag beetle. These are the largest insects in Britain and can grow up to 7 centimetres long. So if you look on a ruler, that is quite long. They have a hard outer shell known as an exoskeleton and large extended jaws that look like the antlers on a deer's head. Finding a stag beetle is increasingly rare as they are quickly becoming extinct. Soon this species will have disappeared from the United Kingdom forever. If you are on the hunt for beetles, the best place to find them are dark and moist. They especially like to hide in rotting wood and leaves, as they have food and also somewhere to live in safety. So now we move on to the paragraph in ponds and rivers. Mini beasts are also found in ponds and rivers. There are insects that spend their entire lives in or near water. Minibeasts tend to have brief lives, with most living much less than a year. A large number of minibeasts begin their lives as larvae, babies born in water, and then once they have matured to adulthood, they may then have the ability to fly or live on land. Insects like dragonflies and mayflies emerge from larvae, that means they come out of the larvae, transforming into large four-winged insects which spend the rest of their lives on the tall reeds and grasses that surround the water. Not all mini beasts that live in ponds and rivers are insects. Some spiders live in water. Oh, I didn't know that. I've learned something, everybody. Because water spiders don't have gills, they have a clever way to get the air they need to breathe. They spin webs on the surface and collect air bubbles to fill it. They use these air bubbles to breathe whenever they need to. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Right. Now, I'm not going to show you all the questions today because we want to encourage you to go on to Teams and find the questions on there. It just makes it easier for you to send your work in, okay? But I will model the first one. So name 2 places where you might find a mini beast. Now let's think about the key vocabulary in that question. So we are looking for the word find, or it might be found, and we are looking for 2 places. Okay, so normally the questions are in order of the text. So let's go back to the beginning and look. So I'm scanning through. Oh, look, mini beasts can be found. That's one of the key words. So let's underline that. I'll get my highlighter out. So found in many contrasting environments. Well, is that 2 places? Not yet. They are able to survive and thrive in places that animals wouldn't be. Here we go. So I think this is one place, tiny cracks in the wall. and within the soil beneath our feet. So that is what I would write in my answer. I put 2 places, so I'll type it in. You might want to write it. You will find them in cracks in the wall or in the soil. There we go. I'll just make that smaller so you can see my whole answer. Sit or in the soil. And you might copy beneath your feet, and that's fine as well. And there we go, there was our answer, and I'd get that right. Fantastic. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the questions on Teams, but I'm not going to put the answers up until later on in the day, okay? Just to make sure you're really thinking yourself, and then you can check your answers towards the end of the day. But obviously I'll be checking your work as well. Okay, good luck with your comprehension, and see you next week for some reading. Bye-bye.